Time Dropper fam, we are back. Vlog number, I think, 17, and it's the Lakers again. The last time I saw the Lakers was just a couple weeks ago, my return after everything has happened. So we're back again, of course. This is the first game since the Luka Doncic trade, so you better believe I'm going to be asking Laker and Clipper fans their thoughts on that, because are you kidding me? It's insane. I wonder if Luka's going to be on the bench tonight. Should be a great atmosphere. Last time it was about 50-50 or 60-40, honestly, in favor of the Clipper fans. At least it felt that way. Maybe that's just because of the wall, but we'll see tonight. We should win. I mean, no Anthony Davis anymore. We have everybody, so let's get it done. And I'm in row one of the wall tonight. Casey, who is the Clipper wall leader, is going to have some things to say after that last video, so looking forward to being in that first row and having a great view for the game. So let's get it. Go Clips. And, yeah, get the Lakers the fuck out of our building again, please. Also, I legit haven't watched the last 4 Clipper games. Like, the last Clipper game I watched was the game against the Bucks, so, like, I'm so out of the loop. So I'm just going to comment on this game, but, you know, by the time I resume Locked On Clippers, which is probably going to be this week, I know I've been saying that for a week, but I have my playoffs this week. You know, I've been going all in on my middle school teams because the season's going to end this week, so win or lose. So after that's over, I'll be all in, back on the grind, the content. All right, Mason, what we got today in the swell?
First ball, good old thunder stick.
What about that thing on your head?
This right here, we got the rounded wave. You can wear it as a headband, you can held aloft on your hands. We got this fur, and then of course...
That headband, show me that headband. What is this? Yeah, what is this optical illusion shirt?
Okay, this is, it's just spiraling around and around. The idea is they're getting very sleepy, you know? But,
show me the headband.
Who knows? Maybe they'll miss the free throws.
Show me the headband. I like that, I like that.
It's great. Love it. And of course, we got the hair. Good old sand and rod inspired hair right here.
Score prediction, Mace?
I expect probably the 112, 102 Clippers.
There we go. All right, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Guys, my name is Casey King. I'm the leader of the wall right here.
So let everybody know your journey with this Clipper Nation stuff, because everyone's like, is he a real fan? Is he just a
Oh
guy?
yeah, so I moved to LA in 2012 to be an actor. I lived with the family in Pasadena. I'm from Pittsburgh. I didn't have a team growing up. All their kids were Clippers fans during Lob City. I took them to the games and everything, fell in love, and I've been a fan ever since.
Wow, so that's beautiful. Okay, so you are an actual Clipper fan. Let me ask you this: what's your favorite Clippers team in your fandom?
My favorite Clippers team was the one I adopted when I first came here in 2012, Lob City, Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, and Blake Griffin.
How about Reggie Evans and Kenyon Martin on those teams?
Oh yeah, obviously, dude.
So for people that were wondering, you know, what happened last time, you want to give a little clarity on that?
I just want to, you know, I want to keep the section organized. Obviously, we want to be together with our chants and cheers. Yeah, they want me to shut down Ref You Suck chant. I don't agree with it. In the first half, you know, it is what it is. In the second half, after their 7th bad call, I kind of was just like, you know what, let them do it. So,
what do you think about this game tonight? It's almost like these are the games that the wall was invented for.
Honestly, this is the game that the wall was invented for. It sucks that Luka's not playing. LeBron was questionable. He was scared of us for a little bit, but I think we're going to take the W today.
Appreciate you, Casey. Thank you so much.
Thanks, dude.
Not the best start for the good guys.
LAC! 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 LAC!
Great pass. They're literally not missing. 66% from three. Finally! We got numbers, we got numbers! Kick it. Back to him. Come on, James. What are you doing?
Get back, get back.
They're hitting every shot. Finally, my God. They're going to start regressing to the mean.
Get a stop! Get a stop! Travel! Get a stop! Get a stop! Get a stop! Get a stop!
You gotta wake up. That's a lot of points we're allowing. You gotta get 40 and do the same.
LAC! LAC now! Defense! Defense! Defense!
Boo! Boo! Lakers are outplaying us in every facet imaginable. LeBron is having a master class. He's doing super aggressive scoring. Swing at a coffee. Yeah! Alright, 5-0 run. LeBron is so aggressive.
Defense! 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 Defense!
Oh my God, we gotta stop giving him this switch.
Defense! Defense!
Jake Milton, timeout Clippers.
We're down 24 to these clowns. Without Anthony Davis and Luka. Harden is still scoreless.
Timeout, Lakers.
Y'all not gonna call nothing up.
First half, Lakers 73, Clippers 50.
All right, DL2, that was a terrible half. What went so wrong?
Honestly, I can't even pinpoint it, to be honest with you, but it's just a lot of missed middies, you know what I mean? Kawhi looks a little bit off. Harden didn't score anything until like 4 minutes left in the first half, the second quarter. One jump shot, I think, and then a layup off a turnover. It's just not falling. Kawhi's not falling. The passing ain't right. The playmaking ain't right. We can't go to Zoo right now for I don't know why. Like, they don't even have a big man anymore. AD's not even on the team. They got Jackson Hayes out there, like, trolling us. Like, I hate Jackson Hayes, bro. I even hated him before the domestic violence allegations. I really hated this guy. But he's playing, like, pretty good. You know what I mean? Rui Hachimura couldn't miss from the corner. Everything's going right for them. Everything's going wrong for us. But I'm confident we come out firing in the second half. Hopefully, go to Zoo a little bit more. Harder shots start falling, the middies start falling, and people wake up a little bit.
Now let me ask you this. Talk of the town, man. Luka Doncic in the most shocking trade in NBA history.
Blew my mind.
A guy who's been a thorn in our side for a long time.
Yeah.
In our city, but for the other guys, what's the feeling?
The feeling is just utter, I don't even want to say hatred, because it's like, it's a good trade. I mean, it's a bad trade on the Mavericks' part. It's the worst trade in NBA history. I thought he was hacked. My heart sank. My balls hurt. You know what I mean? I was on the couch. I was like, oh my God, I felt like I got hit in the nuts. You know what I mean? Like, if he was going to go to any team, why the Lakers, dog? Like, that shit was crazy. But it just seems like they got their star. They're revving up for a post-LeBron era. CBA changed everything. A lot of people are going to want things to shift around a little bit. They got ahead of it. I can't fault them for it. But Nico, Harrison, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? It's obvious what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're rigging everything. I don't know who called you, who held your wife hostage or whatever, but the shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So just them getting their next star for the next 5, 10, 15 years. LeBron's going to hold out for even more years. I just hope we can make a similar move. There's nothing similar to this, because this is just top of the fucking top. But I hope we can do something that's going to shake shit up soon, because we need to shake something.
This season or just in the future?
In the future, you know, I think we made the moves that we could have made. CBA, yeah, in the offseason, letting Paul George go, getting all those guys that we got, keeping the culture, keeping the brand alive, you know, whatever that brand is. I can't even put a word or a name to it, but, you know, there's nobody we could sell high on. Could have been Norm, that's really the only guy. I don't see us being able to sell Kawhi. Even if we could, I don't know if we would. It seems like, you know, we're going to die on that hill and let him retire with us. That's going to be like our main cultural cornerstone. But it does seem like there's a lot of free agents that want to play here. You know, it's a great arena, great city. You know, Luka just took up a massive spot on the other team in LA. So there's a lot of guys that are looking at that like, damn, maybe I'll go to the Clippers in 2026.
We'll see.
So I'm hoping, you know, we'll see. But I always trust the guys to make the right move, even if it's not at the right time. So eventually.
Hopefully we come back in the second half.
Yeah.
Defense! Defense! Go, Clips! Go! Go, Clips! Go! Defense! Defense! Defense!
Derek Jones and Norman Powell came to play. I don't know about everybody else. Not a great pass.
Come on, Drew! Go, let's go! Go, let's go!
Terry Sanders, number 15, Eubanks. Number 21, Kobe Brown. Number 88, Patty Mills.
Look at that. 51% from Outside Intuit Dome, where the Clippers have had probably the most frustrating home loss of the season. Lakers absolutely whooped us, Drift, even without Anthony Davis after being traded. Thoughts on that one?
Honestly, it was just like a sloppy, terrible game. There was terrible effort on defense, terrible effort on offense. It seems like the team has a lack of confidence on the perimeter outside of their main three scorers in Harden, Kawhi, and Norm. And the Lakers took advantage of that by funneling to our non-shooters.
Do you think we have a shooting problem? I mean, our guys can be very hit or miss. Outside of Norman Powell and Amir Coffey, we don't have great shooting. Our spacing looked bad. Do you think we have a problem with that? Do we need to upgrade and get a shooter or something?
I definitely think that we're top-heavy in regards to our scoring. I mean, last year we had scoring, but we had Normal off the bench, so we had that scoring punch. Whereas this year, the only scoring punch we really have is Amir Coffey, and he's not really a creator outside of his mini. So when you have KPJ settling on mid-range, or you have your other wings that are just waiting to catch it in the catch and shoot, it really just makes for stagnant offense overall.
Let me ask you about Kawhi's progress, man. He didn't look very good tonight. How do you feel as though he's progressed? Do you think he's still going to get back to that level that we know he can get to, or do you think he just looks a little bit slow now and it's been one injury too many?
No. Honestly, it probably just hangover from having a road trip. I think he'll get back to it. I mean, before the last two games, he looked like he was in a step in the right direction. I mean, he did have that, 20 plus point game prior to that. So, I mean, he's still capable of scoring. I just think he just has a 2-game slump.
Last question. Luka Doncic, our arch nemesis that we've played in the playoffs 3 times, comes to LA and, of course, not to us. What are your thoughts on it, man? This is the most shocking trade in the history of the league.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I'm going to just say the league needed the ratings to go up, so they have to shoot their baby star to the Lakers. And, you know, it doesn't matter. Clippers are still up. We're still the better team.
So you think we're still the better? I mean, this year is going to be weird because the Lakers might still make some moves.
Look at the.
Do you still think we're the better team than them?
Look at the window.
Absolutely. We still have Kawhi. And we still have Harden. We have a better overall team in general. I mean, they have role players, but they don't have no center. They don't have anybody besides. So I think we have a Zubac as well. Who do they have counter for that?
Well, what did you see tonight, though? Because Zubac was almost like played off the floor damn near. I mean, how much do you think that was their scheme versus Zoo just having a terrible game?
Honestly, I think they were just really physical tonight, and it really got him in his head. I think if he was more focused and didn't really let it get to him, he would have had a better game. But I think with them being physical with them early on, it kind of just threw him out of his game. But he'll bounce back.
Appreciate you, Drift. Good to see you again. Outside into a dome where we've just lost a horrific game to the Lakers by, we're down 30, dude. DL2, what'd you make of that one? Because it was maybe the most disappointing game we've been to this season.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting. You know, the rain kind of indicates what type of loss this was, man. Rain on me. You know what I mean? This is depressing, man. I feel like taking my shirt off and singing Usher in the street right now. I am in despair. It's pretty bad. But, you know, game is game. We look like shit. They look pretty damn good. They made a great trade that re-energized their team. We haven't done much of anything. I mean, we got Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills, and they looked all right out there. But, you know, it just seemed like everything was a little bit off tonight. Ty kind of punted the game, I want to say, around halftime. Kawhi didn't come back in. Harden didn't come back in. Bones and them should have came in a little bit sooner. You know what I mean? Bones got 12 points in I don't know how many minutes, just lighting it up. And he got knocked to the ground, knocked a couple other people to the ground. You know, he's got heart. You know, I think he just doesn't want to get traded. But it seems like that's the type of energy we need on this team right now.
Speaking of getting traded, Terrence Mann has consistently gotten less minutes. Is there a chance that tonight was his last game as a Clipper? And how do you feel about the possibility of him getting traded and his overall progression or lack of progression this season?
1,000% is possible, man. Anything is possible. Anybody could get traded, man. You saw what happened a couple nights ago. One of the greatest players in the world, you know, supposed to be a cornerstone of his franchise, got trashed out of there to the West Coast, to the best basketball team in the world for some reason. And Terrence Mann, who's not the greatest player, who's not on the greatest basketball team in the world, he could get traded tonight. Right now, man, check your phone right now. You probably got traded already. But we could have pulled the trigger a little bit earlier. We didn't, understandably so. The Clippers prioritized fan favorites, you know, keeping things hunky-dory, so to speak, kosher, you know what I mean? And it's just a cultural thing, you know what I mean? It's very possible he played his last game. He hasn't been playing very well. His heart doesn't seem in it. You know, they don't seem too connected to him right now. And, you know, I don't know what they could trade him for. Who wants him right now? The price used to be 2 firsts and another role player. Could be considerably lower, but he might be out of here.
So you think this was just kind of a one-off game, nothing to take away from it like long-term?
I wouldn't call it a one-off game. We looked terrible. We looked terrible the game before that and the game before that and maybe the game before that too. But Terrence specifically, I don't know what to say. Like, I'll just keep thinking about that tweet. Somebody tweeted him over the summer. They said, Terrence, what part of your game are you working on in the offseason? He said, I don't like this question.
Yeah, that wasn't very encouraging, I can't lie.
Dog, you not Kobe. Like, work on something. Like, man, started like a YouTube channel, had his little girlfriend. We're not going to talk about that. Had his little girlfriend for a little while. Thought he was a superstar. You know what I mean? He was getting a retwist more often than he was going out and getting a work in. You know what I mean? It was just kind of sad. Hate it had to happen like this. Should have pulled the trigger earlier. I think we learned our lesson. You know, got to get rid of that little heartthrob that we got going on a little bit earlier. You know what I mean? Got to pull the trigger. But I don't think it's a one-off game. I think this kind of set the tone for how bad we can actually look. We don't have an offense. We don't have an offensive identity. We supposedly have a top-rated defense. I didn't really see it tonight. The team should go through Zoo. When Zoo isn't playing well, the team isn't playing well. When Kawhi's shot isn't falling, nobody's going to be on point. It was just a complete mess. Complete mess.
Appreciate you, bro. Outside Intuit Dome, where we've gotten absolutely clapped by the Lakers. It was literally the reverse of last time when we saw them. When we destroyed them, they destroyed us. And they didn't even have Anthony Davis or Luka. Mace, you can't be happy with that one.
Well, 10th loss to them in 11 years, so... But also, Nico Harrison, fuck you. I hate you so much. Why did you re-energize this team? Why did you re-energize this team? Like, dude, they were dead to rights. I thought that
they were playing pretty good basketball before the trade. They were playing some good basketball. Yeah, you didn't think they were going to win a championship.
No, they were going to get blown out in the second round. You and I both know that. But then you and your dumbass and your vendettas would doom us all, not just me, not just you the viewer, but I am talking every single human being on the earth. I am talking in Dallas, I am talking in Boston, I am talking in the mountains of Bhutan, and every human being on the earth has been screwed over by you. And why? Because you were unhappy that the man had a fucking personal trainer. Really? Really, man? Come the fuck on. You didn't want to pay him that Supermax despite the fact that, he didn't want to go anywhere else? Dude, why did you give them more motivation? Like, we got to deal with this shit now, right? 4 times. 4 times a year.
Here's the one thing I'll say. Clippers have never played the Lakers in the playoffs. We're the only team in the Western Conference that the Lakers have never played in the playoffs. Oh, wow. And Luka's played us in the playoffs 3 times. Yes. Does this mean that we're going to play them again with Luka? We're destined to, or are we just never going to see Luka in the playoffs ever again?
No, we're going to play the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs this year. And then, eventually, no, I've always believed that the year that the Clippers break through to win a championship, the people they beat in the Western Conference Finals will be the Lakers. I've always believed that the first time we encounter the Lakers will be the season that we win it all, and we won't encounter them at all before then.
Will that be this year, though?
I mean, with that team, probably not. Terrence Mann.
I was going to ask about that final question. Terrence Mann and Kawhi. Kawhi, how do you feel he's progressing right now? Because that was a bad performance by him. And then Terrence Mann, is this the last we've seen of him? And should the team move him? Because we're not getting much from him anymore.
Yeah, Kawhi had a bad game. Whatever. That doesn't matter. What matters is Terrence Mann. We need to get something for Terrence Mann. We need to consolidate our bench so much. There's just so much on that bench we can move for something better. We could move Terrence. We could move Bodes. We could probably do without, one of Patty Mills. Maybe not Amir Coffey. He's been okay. But we could probably find at least some pieces to get something. I don't know. I would like to say that there's not a ton available right now, but who knows? We've been hearing rumblings about the Suns potentially blowing up as early as tonight. By the time this video comes out, they may have already done it.
Yeah.
But, there's been rumblings about, tensions in Minnesota. There's, of course, the eternal enigma that is the Miami Heat. Who knows? There's potentially a lot of things on the market, but we have to change something. The status can no longer be quo.
I feel you. So you still feel good about Kawhi, though, overall?
I still feel good about Kawhi. I just think that the supporting cast needs something to change. Because I feel like Zoo has his good nights. James has his good nights. Norm was playing well, and he'll keep having good nights. Kawhi will have good nights. But I feel like there's a lot of people in the supporting cast that don't really have a lot of good nights.
Fair enough. Appreciate you, Mason, and hopefully we'll bounce back in the next one, huh?
Yep.
Thanks.
Good.
Outside Intuit Dome, where we have just had probably the most disappointing loss, at least at the games that I've been to. Come over. You want to come over here and talk? Come over here and talk. Come over here and talk. Come over here and talk.
You ain't giving nobody a break, man.
Come here and talk. We can ask you about the Luka trade. Come over here. We can ask you about the Luka trade. Come on.
Yeah, there we go. Being a good sport.
Come on. Just come on, though. If you're a Laker fan, we ask you a real question.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
No, it's actually real.
Yeah, it's real.
All right, I'm here with a Laker fan. He wanted to get disrespectful, but it's okay. We got him in the video. And but listen, real shit though. You guys got Luka, most shocking trade in NBA history. How do you feel about it?
It's the most shocking.
Then which one is?
I don't know, but the Lakers had to make a big move, right?
So you didn't think that the team as constructed could go all the way?
Maybe, but now it's like, okay, like, it's good to go. Like, it's solid,
This year, or are you thinking more long term? Because do you think? I mean, you had a good performance tonight, but like, the Clippers are not the best team in the league,
You seen it? You seen LeBron take down NY without AD, right?
Yes. In one regular season game, yes.
Easy. So it was like, why not? Why not make the trade?
No, I'm not saying why not make the trade. I'm saying, how do you feel about your chances this year, or do you feel more confident about long term?
LeBron's not gonna leave until he has 6. Because if Bronny gets one, that's 6.
That's your thing. You think he's gonna not leave the NBA till he has 6 rings?
He's gonna retire as a champion and walk off, and it sounds great, right?
So 5 rings, trying to match Kobe and Magic.
Because Bronny gets a ring, right?
I see what you're saying. A family rings,
So that's
2 and 1.
6, buddy.
We're not gonna use that to say he has more rings than this guy, are we?
No, they're on teams. Remember Team USA?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're on teams. Like, maybe not MJ. I don't know. He was doing his thing before I was born. So.
I feel that.
But.
Well, best of luck to
I
you.
watch YouTube, so.
Appreciate you, man.
He's the
It'll be out tomorrow.
I know it's 1, Jordan, 2, Kobe, 3, LeBron. But as long as it's 1, 2, 3, however you want to put it.
Your top 3?
Me is always gonna be Kobe 1, but as long as it's 1, 2, and 3, then any way you want to put it. However, it's to each his own,
Yeah, facts.
Hell yeah,
brother.
but I love Clipper fans.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Outside into a dome where we've just had probably the most frustrating loss that I've been to this season. I mean, of course, whenever we play the Lakers, it's going to be high intensity. Luka was in the building, sitting right in front of the wall. That was hilarious. And, dude, the wall was actually so ready for this game, but the team was not ready for this game. And it's very disappointing to see a lack of effort in a game of this magnitude. It's a regular season game, but you know what this game means to fans. Although the Laker fans are treating it like it's funny, they always act like we get hyped when we win against them, but they're going crazy in my mentions, bringing up old tweets. So, I mean, have your championship if that's the case. But no, for real though, the Lakers completely outplayed us. They didn't have Anthony Davis, obviously, so they played Jackson Hayes a little bit, but they played a lot of small ball, and that small ball ended up being just mismatch hunting Zoo. I was watching JJ. He kept calling for whoever Zoo was guarding to set the screen, or whoever Kevin Porter Jr. or Norman Powell was guarding to set the screen, to get them switched on to LeBron or whoever it may be, Austin Reeves, and they were just lights out from 3 tonight. The Lakers, I haven't watched their game since my house burned, so I can't tell you if they've been shooting better from 3, but they weren't a good three-point shooting team in the beginning of the season. And tonight, they shot over 50% from 3. They got double-figure scoring games from Connect, from Rui Hachimura, from LeBron, from Austin Reeves. They basically got whatever they wanted. And what's sad is we're one of the best defenses in the league. But Kevin Porter, Norman Powell, and Ivica Zubac, their on-ball defense was not good enough. But off-ball, I thought Kawhi was pretty poor. And Harden, I mean, it was nauseating watching him tonight. Like, I don't care how many great quotes he has and how great of a Clipper he is, because he is a good Clipper. But my opinion still stands that I can't stand watching him play basketball. His dribbling today was actually out of control. He's missing wide open players to dribble 5 more times and then pass them late. His passes weren't even on target, and his off-ball defense was dog shit. That being said, he still deserves to be an all-star. Don't get fucking sensitive, you fanboys. But I still believe what I believe, and that he's never going to win a championship because he just doesn't get it to me. And then Kawhi was just looking not great, but I'm willing to be patient with Kawhi because we always see this, and I've already had people in my mentions saying he looks washed and this and that. I'm not ready to say that he's washed. He's just, it's going to take some time. Will he ever be that guy again? I hope. But, I've been out on this era of Clipper basketball for a minute. I think we've overachieved this season point blank, and that was just very frustrating. LeBron was as aggressive as I've seen him scoring the basketball in many, months. Like, it was insane. He was getting the ball and looking to score every time. And then the doubles on our part, I think they were pretty weak. Those half-ass doubles where you're just loading up and just leaving somebody that's behind you and you're not even seeing your man is like, it's not good enough against LeBron. He's going to carve you apart. And I thought our spacing, we went small and our spacing was still shit. What the hell is good with that? So it was a disgraceful performance. I'm really disappointed. The effort was dog shit. And now I have to hear Laker fans in my mentions for the next 24 hours. That being said, it's still one regular season game, so I'm not going to make any big takeaways, but I will say this. Terrence, I have backed you since day one. I have never wavered, and I have always stood by you beyond, even what some people think is, I should. standing behind you when people think I shouldn't. People will call me a Terrence stan, and I will always be appreciative for the stuff and the effort that you put into this team. But I think it's over. I think that since 2023, maybe, these last 2 years, I haven't seen any progression. And everybody likes to say he hasn't improved since 2021, but that's not true because the following year he had his best year for us in 2022 when we were missing Paul and Kawhi. But ever since then, I haven't seen much progression. And as DL2 said, when he was asked about improving his game and he didn't really have an answer, he didn't say, I'm working on my corner three, I'm working on my handle. He felt offended by that. And I don't know if that was a good sign. So I don't know. We got to make a move, and Mason said it best. We got to consolidate the bench. I personally think the best case scenario for this team is like second round Western Conference Finals. And I think Ballmer knows it's an uphill battle with Kawhi and staying healthy, but he wants to just fill the seats. He wants to have a competitive team, and we have had a competitive team. And I do give the guys credit overall throughout the season, but tonight it was just Norman Derek that showed up. And Zoo, he doesn't get an excuse. It's not just a small ball. He just didn't look good tonight. He didn't look lively. And we've seen Zoo have those stinkers, and it was just one of those stinkers. So props to the Lakers. They played an amazing game. They were lights out shooting the ball. LeBron was the best player on the court by far. But it's still just one game at the end of the day, and we're 1-1 against them here. I know Laker fans are going to make those corny-ass jokes. This is their new arena. It's not, because who's here after every fucking game doing these? Me. You guys showed up twice, you lost once, and you beat us once, and now you're going back to the arena that Anze Kopitar owns. Good night, and I'll see you next time.